It's okay.
As soon as I started getting closer to the scene, I just couldn't really control my emotions.
Okay. Check his pulse.
And then I looked up and
I don't feel anything.
27, the responding alpha for a 51-year-old male. It's attempted suicide with self-inflicted lacerations. City police are en route.
I'll grab the bandaging kit and the monitor.
Oh, do you think it's those apartments?
Yeah.
When we get called for a suicide attempt, the first thoughts in my mind are the location of the injuries, the depth of the injuries, and the number of injuries. Suicide attempts are a call that we respond to quite frequently, and one of the most important things is to maintain an empathetic tone and respect for the patient when they're explaining the story and the events that led them up to the attempt.
Can I take a peek at these? Let's have a look. Just stay very still for me. Stay still. Perfect, just like that. Nice and still. I assess the patient and I notice that there is a superficial wound on the top of each wrist. When did you do this? You just keep that other hand over there, okay? Keep that other hand over there. 20 minutes ago? What did you use? Scissors? There you go, just keep that hand down.
If they looked around,
Come over here and just by his hand.
they could find
That's okay.
a knife.
Have you done this before?
Yes, many times.
Yeah. The patient tells me that he's attempted suicide several times before. Is it just the wrist? Or anywhere else? Well, we're gonna take you to the hospital and get you somebody to talk to, okay? And we'll take good care of you. Although the wounds are superficial, they still need to go to the hospital to get checked out, and he will need to go see psych. Have you been in psych before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh, we know.
Myself.
I understand.
In this situation, the way Holly handled the call, listening to him, sometimes a person in the situation that he's in just needs someone like that.
Why don't you come with me?
You got some shoes by the door?
For this patient, I think he just needs somebody there for him. I think it's just a cry for help.
It's tough to speculate on the intentions of a person in this situation.
There, now you can see.
Whether they were committed to killing themselves or looking for help, it doesn't really change what we do. Sometimes people are at a situation in their life where they can't cope anymore. And their last resort is to call someone to their house to help them out. And that's the paramedics.
Base 228, the responding delta for a 74-year-old male. He is unconscious, not breathing effectively. CPR has been started.
Agonal respirations, they're 99 obviously, so CPR is in progress.
We hear the patient's not conscious or breathing. 99 is the code for cardiac arrest.
If we're already in agonal respirations, the chances of him being in a PEA are way higher.
PEA is pulseless electrical activity. It's when the heart has stopped, but the brain is still functioning.
So we'd just be doing epi and CPR, assuming it's the house that's lit up.
Definitely.
We arrive on scene. There's several medics and fire already working the patient.
yeah, we got intel.
51. What do you want us to do? We'll help you in any way.
You want to get like a really detailed history for me? That'd
Sure.
be awesome.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
We need to know if he's had previous cardiac events or if he has a DNR.
So I just was wondering if I could get a little bit of history of how you found.
Your epi's in.
We're giving him adrenaline right now, which is our only treatment to get some electrical activity going within the heart.
We have a change in rhythm. Pulses, check his pulse.
And then I looked up and
I don't feel anything.
Okay, let's just sit him up, guys. Just sit him up.
it wasn't very long before I called.
So was he complaining of any pain at all?
Beforehand?
No.
I got it.
We did CPR for such a long time, and he's such a big man, which makes our CPR not the most effective.
So Jesse, I put 2 epi in.
Lucas comes in when all of the rescuers are exhausted. Lucas is a chest compression system that takes the human error out of CPR.
On that side? So as soon as you saw him like that, that's when you called 911 right away?
We are fighting an uphill battle against what is most likely a severely diseased heart.
Check his pulse. I
don't feel anything.
I have a bounding pulse.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally, his heart is beating again, and Jesse finds a strong pulse in the neck.
So awesome.
Okay, let's get this scoop, guys.
Heart rate of 148.
I don't have it either.
72, red one.
Are we not feeling a pulse?
No, he's a Sicily again.
1967, we're 99 again. You lost it.
Okay, so we're moving.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, watch. Wait.
Do you have any vitals at all?
Was a witness arrest.
Everyone has put so much effort into this call. We're hoping for the best case scenario, but realistically, it's not looking very good.
Responding just outside of the restaurant for an unknown age female taking an overdose on an unknown substance.
Speaking of overdose,
Yeah, hey, you called it.
An overdose on an unknown substance is a really broad term, so we have no idea what we're walking into.
holy crap, there's a lot of people outside.
All right.
We arrive on scene, the patient's on the ground. The situation has drawn a big crowd.
She's my best friend.
Okay. Do you know what she took?
Nothing. She's just been drinking.
Okay.
She gets like this when she's drinking. She's on blood thinners, and she's bleeding a lot right now.
Like from her nose?
From her nose. She fell down and hit her head. This is where she landed.
Okay. We'll get her into the ambulance, okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
She's got a lot of problems. Like she's got like lung issues.
Has she ever had a blood clot in her lung?
Yes.
So she fell outside, 2 in her head, so 2 LOCs.
Yeah.
There's 3 places where blood clots can be dangerous.
Well, we had quite a bit to drink, hey?
In your heart, that's a heart attack. In your brain, that's a stroke. In your lungs, that's a pulmonary embolism.
Well, we gotta give you one, sweetie, okay? Hey, just relax. Just relax.
The patient is anxious when she hears that we're going to be starting an IV. She's flailing her arms, she's getting a little more aggressive.
You need one because, hey, listen to me. Listen to me, honey. Hey, look at me. When you go to the hospital, you gotta get a CT of your brain.
Mixing alcohol and blood thinners dramatically increases your risk of a brain bleed, which is a very serious situation.
Curious. You make it so cute.
You don't grab my hair.
Hey.
Before I know it, she has a huge handful of my hair that she's pulling aggressively.
Let go.
No.
Paramedics aren't trained in use of force. Police are. They know how to safely restrain a patient.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me, honey. Hey, look at me.
I feel really bad for the patient and how her night is playing out.
Well, we gotta give you one, sweetie, okay?
It seems this patient has quite the past medical history, and she's obviously had a really rough night, but we're still going to take really good care of her and take her to the hospital.
You'll be okay.
This is Coleman by City Police. They are on scene. The 20-year-old female patient. She was found hanging. She has been cut down, not conscious. Breathing is confirmed.
Oh, God, this sucks.
Don't think about it until you get there.
No, honestly, this is just how my cousin killed herself, like, not even long ago, so
Are you gonna be okay?
it just sucks.
Do you need someone else to come?
No, it's okay.
1967, I'm gonna need another unit here. My partner is out for this one. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
Right away, some thoughts and some feelings kind of started rushing to me, and as soon as I started getting closer to the scene, I just couldn't really control my emotions.
I'm not concerned about him not being able to perform his job. I'm more concerned he's gonna try and come in and he's gonna try and help me and he's gonna wanna help the patient. But in the end, it's not gonna help him.
Are you awake, honey? What's your name?
It's hard to try to keep everything in all the time. You know, you do your best to try to desensitize yourself, keep everything inside without showing that emotion. There's no real way to prep yourself for somebody who's trying to take their own life. When I see her walking out of the house on her own, I am happy that, you know, the outcome wasn't how I anticipated it to be.
Those are definitely tough calls. I think everybody's been touched by something like that. So when you have something that hits you with the same age demographic, it's really hard to deal with.
I thought it was gonna be okay.
Josh and I have a pretty close connection over what
what it was, because his cousin that took her own life, I was the one that had to work that cardiac arrest and call her.
It hit too close to home.
You need some time to pull yourself back together?
No, it should be okay. Thank you. Just telling Kim, like, that's never happened to me ever.
Never lose that human touch, but at the same time, that's why you're going to be good at what you do, because you care.
1, 2, 3.
We continued CPR all the way to the hospital.
Coming out, grab the side.
At the hospital, they resumed efforts, but were unable to get a pulse back.
A couple months ago, my cousin committed suicide by hanging. She was only 17. I have never dealt with anything traumatic like this in my family or anything like that in the past. You know, they're always around, so you take a lot of your family for granted, but you never really know until that person's gone how much it's gonna affect you.